Apple's move to the USB-C connector is long overdue, according to a former executive. Apple's iPhone is the most popular family of smartphones in the world, so it's quite strange that the devices still use the outdated and slow Lightning port standard. Not for long, though. The European Union has sanctioned the move to USB-C, and former Apple executive Tony Fadell believes the move is long overdue. On Twitter, he extols the virtues of USB-C and berates his former employer for being slow. Fadell became a tech star as the father of the iPod, one of Apple's first hits after Steve Jobs returned to the company as CEO in the late 90s. As he points out, he was behind the venerable 30-pin connector that Apple debuted the iPod with. He also worked on Apple's MFA Lightning licensing program. According to Fadell, the EU legalizing the mandatory transition to USB-C simply forces Apple to do the right thing. Fadell believes that switching to USB-C is good for both technology and the environment. Of course, Apple knows this. Apple was one of the first to move to USB-C for laptops, and in recent years most of its iPad tablets have moved to the new port. Fadell says Apple used its influence to keep MFA licensing going. Even so, he believes that the next big step forward will be new wireless standards, not a new physical connector. USB-C can run at speeds of up to a few gigabits per second and power over 100 watts, so it's as close to the future as a cable can get right now. The EU is still in the process of implementing the requirement, which doesn't just apply to Apple. After the new rules are published, manufacturers of smartphones, tablets and other electronic devices will have 2 years to switch to USB-C if they want to sell devices in EU countries. There are rumors that Apple is testing a USB-C version of the iPhone and may release it next year, a full year ahead of schedule.